Hello, everyone, once again, and welcome to another great match of the week. I am your Colonial Champion, Shamrock. Hold on, let me get the gimmick on. Right now I am your Colonial Champion, Shamrock. We have got an exciting show up for you today. But before we get to what we're doing today, let's talk about what we're doing this week. Originally, this was going to be on Friday or Saturday, whatever one of those days it uploads. It was originally going to be week 5, month 5 of our NWL versus ACPW fantasy series. Unfortunately, I have been completely swamped with other things, and we are unfortunately going to have to push that back just a little bit. So we're not going to see that this week. We're going to see that next week. This week, we are searching for the truth. As we mentioned back on the Clash of Champions view, because Skylar had not seen any of his previous work, to my knowledge, I decided that I, out of the goodness of my heart, would extend an educational olive branch and use this week to search for the truth. So what we're going to do this week is we're going to talk about the entire career of R-Truth, starting with his appearance in the Attitude Era on WWF with what would end up being 3 Live Crew when Brian James, BG James, Road Dogg. I don't know why I blanked on his name there for a second, but Road Dogg, we got when Road Dogg and K-Quick, as his name was, we're going to start there. We're going to watch a match of that. Then we're going to watch what we've got in the match of the week, which was his TNA run. There's a few things that are on YouTube for his TNA run, but specifically, I want to look at his World Heavyweight Championship match with Ken Shamrock, of all people, in TNA. Yes, that happened. And then we're going to move on to when R-Truth came back to WWE and made an appearance, and eventually the other match we're going to do, the final match of our set of 3, is going to be John Cena versus R-Truth for the WWE Championship in Capital Punishment, I think the name of the pay-per-view was, if I'm not mistaken. So we're going to do that, and that is going to be our progression. We're going to talk our way through it. We're going to review these matches all individually. So you are actually going to get 3 matches of the week, even though we're only going to play the intro once on the show. But we are going to start. We're going to do this kind of in mixed up order. So we're going to start with R-Truth versus Ken Shamrock for the NWA World Heavyweight Championship tonight, because this is what was advertised. This is match of the week. We're going to give you what you want when you really, really want. So tell me what you want, what you really, really want. You want a match with R-Truth and Ken Shamrock first. So that's what we're going to do first. Then we're going to go back in time, and we're going to watch K-Quick versus, I believe it's Val Venus on Thanksgiving of 2000, I want to say, of 2000. 23rd of November, 2000. Val Venus, happy Thanksgiving. We get K-Quick versus Val Venus. And then we are going to finish off the evening with the title match. So this is going to be a little while. We got 13 minutes, then we got 9 minutes, and then we got 16 minutes. So it's not going to be too bad. But what that's going to require is going to me to shut up and us to get through this, because with advertisements, this is going to take some time. So let's do this. Let's settle up. Get your cologne, get your tri-corners on, shoulder your muskets, and let's get ready to watch these shows. So it's going to be R-Truth. And by the way, Skylar Greenberg will be accompanying me this week in our trudge through R-Truth. So if you're listening, Sky, take some notes while we do this. So I'm going to get you guys all set up here. You all have the link. You are talking. Hold on. Okay, sorry, Sky. I did not see these. You knew I like Ken Shamrock, so of course you decided to do a Ken Shamrock and R-Truth. Actually, that was by accident. That was actually by accident. It was Capital Punishment. Yes, they had the Obama. Oh, yeah, that's right. They did add Obama into that. That was weird. And this partially your idea. This match of the week, this particular match, the NWA World's title, was your idea. But it became something much more, and that is the search for the truth. So We're going to start with R-Truth versus Ken Shamrock. For those of you who do not have the YouTube video up, it is R-Truth versus Ken Shamrock NWA World Heavyweight Championship. The title, the name of the YouTuber is Tito Jacking. And we are going to watch this first. We're going to start at 0 seconds. I think, if I'm looking at this correctly, this looks like Ricky the Dragon Steamboat happens to be here for this. So this is, of course, weird time. 2003 NWA TNA. Interesting time. A lot of weird, a lot of good stuff, a lot of really weird stuff. It was definitely a strange time to be in TNA. That's definitely for sure. And we'll have to do a deeper dive. We'll talk more about NWA TNA when we do the search for the truth. So stay tuned for that coming out on Friday. I'm excited for you guys to hear it. But let's get this going. We're starting at 0-0-0. Yeah, that's true. We did watch Raven and Vampiro. So that was and CM Punk was there. So there was a whole lot that TNA had. Roddy Piper did a shoot promo on Vince Russo in 2003. There's a whole mess of stuff. A lot of early TNA was weird, but great, but weird. And you gotta love it. So let's dive right into it. Here we go. And we are going to watch in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the NWA Heavyweight. Oh yeah, here we go.
Mike Tenay. I really like Mike Tenay. I really like Mike Tenay. We need more people like Mike Tenay in wrestling. He had his own. I loved the Professor bit about him. He was such a great, like, I don't think trivialist is the right word, but yes, and Shamrock is the champion going into this. Shamrock in the truth. And truth can talk the talk. Shamrock has walked the walk. That was part of the tale of the tape. Here we go. Now keep in mind that they had Raw and the Truth Killings up to this point in TNA had been built very successfully. He pretty much from 2002, he has been pushed pretty well. And he does not age. R-Truth does not age. He looks pretty much like this still. He just looks like he's dropped more bars. Here comes Ken Shamrock. Ken Shamrock is the man. I liked this Wolverine look at a Shamrock, but he does not pull it off in his 50s. But Ken Shamrock is Ken Shamrock, I lost a lot of respect for after he took the dick flip. But I love Ken Shamrock. I mean, Ken Shamrock is a great guy. Honestly, the fact that TNA used him as their first world champion really did help their credibility considerably. It was a great choice for a first world champion. Because it was either him or Jarrett, and obviously Jarrett would have looked awful. Now, Shamrock just picking at the leg. I've been watching a few Shamrock UFC fights. And it's really interesting to see how his wrestling style and his actual shoot style are actually quite similar. Oh, what a kick. That was beautiful. I have actually never seen this match before, so this is all new for me. And now, oh wow, look at this leg scissors by Shamrock. Like actually, he's got a bit of almost like a triangle choke. It looks like. Seems a little early for a triangle choke. Oh, man, that looked vicious. Hard slam into the corner. Shamrock made a really good effort to make his strikes look good. I mean, not only with the UFC, but I mean, he really made a good job to make his strikes look good. Now, oh, and a nice kick by Truth. Hits him right in with the quad.
One of the things I did do, and that was put the suspension off there. I'm here to say now that if he decides to interfere in this match, because he's also one of the guys that believes that he should have a title shot, okay? But if he decides to interfere in this match, I'll put him right back on suspension.
No, this is Ricky the Dragon Steamboat on commentary.
We know that. Everybody in the back has been talking about it. And due to TV time restraints, we're putting this match out first. NWA World Title match, 1 hour time limit. So we don't want to wait till last and have to run out of TV time. That's a great idea to put it on early in the program. And you guys know, if you ever notice the case history of the NWA with World Championship title matches, a lot of them.
I think Don West is now a part of the team. They got rid of Ed Ferrara, which was a good move. Ed Ferrara is just not a good commentator, I don't think. Trying to be objective about it, but he was just not a good commentator.
Short. This is going to go. We got a triple main event tonight. This is the first of 3 main events.
No, and Don West is another one that I really think went underappreciated during his run, but I think we all look at much more fondly now. I think that he was great at doing it.
That is correct, but it was just, I guess, that particular moment that Killings caught.
Oh, leg drop. Vicious leg drop. Now, another good cover. Nice cover. Gave him press, got both shoulders down, hooked the leg, grabbed the arm. Great cover by R-Truth. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, look at these right hands. Dude, he's pissed. This is a different... See, and this is not the R-Truth that you see on WWE programming. They seriously make R-Truth look like such a goober on WWE programming, but this is an R-Truth you can actually enjoy watching because he's focused. He really is trying to win.
I don't know. I mean, I'm watching this match. This is the back and forth from moment one. Both of these guys are bringing their A game into that ring. Both of these guys are rocking the other one. I mean, this match has been going back and forth from moment one. And I'm telling you,
Oh, I guess Don West isn't on this commentary. They need Don West on this commentary. Nice right hands. I think that to answer your question, Sky, I'm pretty sure that R-Truth is the heel. That looked bad. I'm pretty sure that Truth is the heel in this one. I'm not sure what that Hurricanrana was, but that looked good. That clothesline out of the ring looked great. Oh, and there's James Mitchell. Malice. I forget what Malice is. Who else he was? Malice was a couple different people. Ron Harris. Oh yeah, I forgot they had the Harris twins there just to. Of course, this is also a lot of gimmicky booking as well. Here comes Monty Brown. Yeah, take a guess who was behind the scenes in this time.
This
Because this is Jeff Jarrett, and Jarrett was friends with a certain somebody. Yeah. So this is going to have some stupid stuff in it, I'm sure. Unless they're just going to leave it. Hopefully they'll leave him alone. Hopefully they're just showing a lot of angles of a lot of people, and it's not a whole bunch of overbooked poopity-doop. But
people listen. It's all about the respect that Ricky Steamboat brings to the NWA TNA. Killings takes a week in
right.
Shamrock, rolls him into the ring because he knows he can't win that belt outside of the ring. Shamrock was smart to take the fight outside of the ring. Killings was smarter to bring it back in. Ricky, you've been in both of these roles. Challenger for the heavyweight title as well as champion. When you go inside both of these competitors, what are their emotions like at a time like this? I always do as a challenger going in.
I don't know, man. Maybe Shamrock is the heel the way that they've been playing. The way they've been working this. Maybe Shamrock is the heel. It kind of seems like he has been the one who's been holding on the locks more and doing a little more. So. Wow, I miss when arm bars. Nobody was just like all. Everybody locks the hands so quick now on those arm bars. I wish they wouldn't. It kind of ruins the arm bar for me. Because if you automatically do that, it just, I don't know. It's like where psychology goes too far because you don't get the opportunity to sell because you're trying too hard to make yourself look good by trying to counter. I would like to see moves work sometimes. You know? And now it looks like Killings is making a babyface comeback. And again got out of the ring. Hey, yeah, I think maybe Shamrock is being heel here. Wonder if people were starting to get behind Truth, and this was part of getting him over. And here comes Russo's booking. And now everybody's here. Here comes everybody. This guy's trying doing super kicks and they're not even hitting. This escalated so quickly. What is this? Good God. That was ridiculous. What was that even about? And then an RKO cover. Go our Truth. He did it. Oh my God. That was amazing. Thank you, Vince Russo. That was ridiculous. That was a great match before Russo did whatever that was. That was ridiculous. Not even he knows what happened. Not even he knows how this happened. The truth hurts. The truth hurts. That was a bullshit finish. The truth hurts. But still, I am still happy. Seeing him win this championship reminds me how happy this actually makes me that he got a world championship. And he is to date the only black champion of the NWA to this date. That is a fact. It's yeah, we'll use it for the thumb. Yes, you're right. That bug-eyed face would be great for the thumbnail. So we might just use that for our search for the truth. Well, we found the truth, but we also found a whole lot of BS. It was Don West. Oh, it was Ed Ferrara and Don West. All right. Well, this was before they canned Ed Ferrara, but they should can Ed Ferrara. Okay. So that was match number 1. That was something else. That I don't know what to say about that match. That until that finish, That was a great match. I was really enjoying that match. All the way up until then, everybody just showed up out of nowhere for like no reason. Started beating on everybody, and then everybody just cleared out of the way, and then RKO 1, 2, 3. I don't understand. Why, Vince? Where would you think that having the entire roster just beat on everybody and then leave just for a couple seconds? You know what this booking reminds me of? It reminds me of AEW. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. But we don't have time for that because I'm going to now share the link in the chat to the next match because we are going to do the next match. And this match is Attitude Era. Speaking of Vince Russo, if you like the first batch of Vince Russo, just wait until you get batch number 2. So here we go. The second match, the unprecedented 3 for match of the week. This is WWE SmackDown 11/23/2000. Happy Thanksgiving. Val Venus versus K Quick. The channel of the YouTube is WWE. SmackDown 11/23/2000. I just posted the link. You can find the link right there. We're going to start at 000. I'm sure that we are going to get hit with ads, so I'm sure this is not going to happen at the exact same time. But either way, we will make this happen. And if you are ready, I am ready. We're counting down in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Oh, Mick Foley's eating a potato. We're starting with Mick Foley eating a potato. Al Snow eating. JR doesn't have anything in front of him. He has no food in front of him. JR has no food in front of him. Here's Too Cool. R.I.P.
Oh my goodness! Sounds like a plan, Christian man.
Jeez.
You try to be here.
Okay. Cool. Right to censor. Right to censor. I don't know what to even make of that scene and what the point of that was. Stevie Richards. We're going to have to do a match of the week on Stevie Richards at some point because this man is another guy who deserves recognition for all the stuff he's done. He is a great worker as well. I liked Right to Censor, and honestly, I think Right to Censor would do better now than they did here in this time of the year, in this time of the world.
However, I cannot do that. You see, each and every single one of you should be at home right now, spending quality time with your family, but you're not, are you?
You're busy giving us your money.
That's all we said you have done. You are proving that you are nothing more than a bunch of immoral scum. Why? Because instead
They censored scumbags?
you're watching the sick, perverse programming. Lots of people are spending quality time watching SmackDown with their family. Tonight, the right
Michael Cole, stop.
that you say no more to the song Getting Rowdy and say hello to Getting Morality. Getting Morality? No, you better. We're gonna get
That was honestly a good promo by Val Venus. Underrated promo cutter was Val Venus. I love how ridiculous Road Dogg looks. When Road Dogg left Generation X, his ring attire got more and more ridiculous. Sorry, I'm a rapper. I dig the rap. Road Dogg looks seriously so ridiculous. This is so ridiculous. But this is perfect for an R-Truth hype song. Get Rowdy. He should have kept that. He honestly should have kept Get Rowdy instead of doing What's Up. Because What's Up was annoying. Get Rowdy I like. Now Venus. Venus with some good looking. I wish people threw right hands like Val Venus today. Very few do. And that's just Val Venus. Just showing the state of, because forearms just do not do it for me. They really don't. Sloppy punches, you could see he's a little less experienced at this point, but still looks good. Oh, look, a dive. Oh, I'm angry because the dive. No, I don't care. I don't care. But it is kind of interesting. Uh-oh. Slam to the face. Whose Gatorade bottle is that? Somebody pick up your Gatorade bottle. Don't leave it in the frame of the shot. Don't be leaving your Gatorade bottles around. That's annoying. Don't you do that. Do not know. No. Shame on you, Gatorade wielder. Oh, boot to the face. Okay, little miscue there. That's okay. None of this stuff was massively clean. This is the Attitude Era. Oh, nice clothesline. Great bump. That was a great bump. And this is still getting a pretty decent response here. They must have cut some audio commentary out here. They cut a lot of. Holy cow! How much commentary did they cut out? Wow, I wonder what they said. We'd have to find this on the network and see what they said, or maybe they cut it out on the network. His feet are on the ropes. He went to the top rope. He really should have gone to the second rope. That was a lot of commentary that just got wiped. Oh, roll up. Don't win on a roll up. Come on. All right, cool. Good. Although it is the Attitude Era, so I wouldn't have been that surprised. Oh, what a spine buster. Good looking spine buster. Oh, it was probably King commentary that they found a little unsavory for YouTube. I betcha. I betcha. Right hand. This is right hand. And now this is R-Truth is K-Quick. Oh, here comes the rest of Right to Censor. Bo Buchanan and the Good Father come beat down the world's weirdestly dressed rapper in Road Dogg. Road Dogg seriously looks like the forgotten Mario brother. The rejected Mario brother. Uh-oh. Oh, no, dude. Oh, nice reversal. Oh, that was not perfect. Oh, DDT. But he hurt his own head? They got him. He's done. They beat him. Hate to see it. He was obviously outnumbered there. I mean, that was brutal. But you know, that's kind of. I think that they would do really well if these same four guys were in today's WWE. They would do way better. Oh, we're back to watching everybody at Thanksgiving dinner, but nobody has any actual food. Funaki has fries. Funaki has the Kung Pao chicken.
That's right, just like it's not officially Christmas until we have the candy cane. No. Don't get hit. Hey, shut the button. What's wrong with you?
He's got a chill on the back.
I don't even know what to make of any of that. I don't know about any of that. That's what I have to say. What is with those? What is with those? I don't even know where to begin. Those in-ring segments, they did not age well. I'm sure that they were great at the time, but they did not age well. I mean, it is Thanksgiving, but nobody was eating any actual food. It was just. All right, let's move on. Let's move on to the closer. John Cena versus R-Truth. This is Lil Jimmy. R-Truth has now gone past rapper with insane stuff. Yes, this was the second R-Truth match with a lot of overbooked Russo stuff. What a surprise. But I still think that the beatdown with the right to censor was better booked than whatever the hell the finish was to that NWA title match. And it's but thankfully this is just Vince McMahon that we have to contend with on the booking panel instead of Vince Russo. It is John Cena versus R-Truth WWE title match, WWE Capital Punishment 2011. WWE is the YouTube channel. In another world, I would say that this would be the safest, the one I'd feel the most secure about in its booking. But with the way that Vince McMahon is booked from pretty much 2011 on, I just don't know. I just don't know what we're going to get here. I did not watch this match. I had kind of fallen out of favor with wrestling at this time. I was kind of just watching. I was reading dirt sheet reviews. That was how far away from wrestling I had gotten. So I'd really distanced myself. And now that I've gotten more into it, thanks to the podcast, thanks to each and every one of you, thanks to everybody involved, it was just getting kind of like, it wasn't even the Nexus's fault, but the fact that I was getting kind of sick of Super Cena. It just wasn't as captivating to me as it was. I didn't think the talent pool was as good. I didn't think that the teams that they made were as good. I was getting really sick of Stephanie just everywhere. It just, by the time that because Shawn Michaels, when Shawn Michaels retired, because Shawn was really my favorite for the longest time as a kid, because he was my guy. So when Shawn retired, I think just like instinctively lost a little touch with it, even though I still liked a lot of people. But then I got back into it, and then the network showed up, and then that changed everything. But anyway, we're on YouTube. We're watching this match. John Cena, R-Truth. I did like the Lil Jimmy idea. He was captivating at this time. I will give it to R-Truth. So this is going to be one very interesting matchup. So once again, starting at 000, we have been surprisingly ad-free up to this point, or at least I have. Hopefully you all have at home as well. We're starting this at 000. Everybody get ready. It is the third match. It is the search for the truth. All we have found is Vince Russo, so I'm hoping we find the truth pretty soon. So here we go. 16 minutes, 8 seconds in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Here we go. No entrances for this. Here we go. Capital Punishment. Already advertising the next pay-per-view. Now we're going to see what we get. This is Booker T as a commentator. At this time, not bad. Oh, also, Michael Cole turning heel was a huge turnoff for me. Huge turnoff for me. Just saying, I couldn't watch the show with that. It was the worst. It was the worst. It was not fun. So this is as Cena is really starting to get the fact that people were really starting to sour on him. R-Truth talking to Lil Jimmy. You can immediately tell the format changed because it's a lot of milking, a lot of walking around the outside. The pacing is totally different. This is definitely a WWE match right here. Modern era WWE match. R-Truth yelling. And you see that R-Truth looks even a lot more serious here as well. See, when R-Truth really wants to look good and act like a wrestler, he can. He really is good at that. He's really good at that. He's so underrated, and it's honestly such a shame. It's like he's a guy who I feel just the wrestling business had just not used properly. Because you could have gotten a lot more out of him, I think, in a drawing capacity. Because he has something of a younger mainstream appeal, or he would if you really had the right guys behind him making sure that he looked like $1 million. But unfortunately, they went into doing his goofy stuff instead and making him look like a total numbskull instead of giving him this, which I think he would have been better at in the long run. I don't think the comedy stuff. R-Truth has only been funny a couple times. I think that if I would have more appreciated a serious career out of R-Truth with a little bit of comedy rather than a lot of comedy R-Truth with a little bit of serious. That's just me, though. That is just my opinion. Oh, kick. That kick looked brutal. You know, look at that. I love the ferocity that R-Truth has got here. And I think that is really what I was hoping to get across, is that R-Truth really can lay it in when he wants to. This was Truth's only ever WWE title shot, ever. Yes, that is true. Advertisement. Here we go. I don't care, but we got 15 seconds to wait. Tom Brady. Tom Brady. All I see is Buccaneers jerseys. Something about football. Insurance, maybe. Football insurance. Yep, I was right. Here we go. Back to the action. Well, we had a good run. Now. Oh, right hand. Vicious right hand. And, of course, leave it to more modern-day WWE. Ooh, nice little dance move. Now a nice elbow. That was a lot more than was needed. I liked it a lot better in the TNA match when he just went for the leg drop. That's a WWE that's a WWE thing, is doing going the extra mile for the little squiggly wiggly. It's all WWE stuff. I'd prefer I'd prefer he just went for the leg drop, personally. You could do half of that. Give him half of that. Of course, everybody focused on Cena. I love that corkscrew. That's a beautiful looking corkscrew he does. And of course, everybody doing "Let's Go Cena, Cena sucks." But that was kind of the problem with John Cena as a whole, because you got dueling John Cena chants instead of getting anybody else over, so nobody was chanting for truth. Everyone was just chanting against who John Cena would beat and or lose to, because people were starting to get conditioned to John Cena being in that position. He seceded from the people. That line was fed to Michael Cole. That line was definitely fed to Michael Cole because it's capital punishment, so let's make a whole bunch of jokes. Vince McMahon is in gorilla cackling. Oh, what a right hand. Not giving Cena any closure. Like it. Could you imagine if R-Truth had actually won this match? Can you imagine how the rest of 2011 would have gone? What a surprise that would have been. That would have been so weird. Like, considering the context of what was going on at the time, I don't think they could have. But this is just, I feel like if these guys didn't have to fill up 16 minutes, they probably could have gotten a better match out of the 12 or 10. Oh, advertisement. Here we go. I don't care about your cellular network. I do not care. I do not care. I do not care. They were probably told to give themselves a huge match. And, give them 15 minutes. But again, this is when WWE started telling people you got to milk for time because we're trying to fill up time slots and whatever the case may be. And you don't necessarily need long matches to get points across. Body scissors. Oh, nice clothesline. Back for R-Truth. That was a nice little hope spot that they gave to him. That took a while to get there, but nice. But they got there. But the demeanor of R-Truth is still so much more intense here. I still like NWA R-Truth the best, just because he had so much more grit than you're allowed to have in WWE. But nice suplex. Again, why do you have to do that so much? I don't like the big dance. You're just giving people time. 5 moves of doom that people hate. This is also the comeback formula like this is also WWE format. The do your signature 4 moves in a row. It's also partly Shawn Michaels. But it's really just, that's a big WWE format. It's a good one to use. Making a comeback, but that was interesting. Suplex to a stunner? It was definitely innovative. R-Truth still looks serious here. Oh, and we are now day. I don't care about your stuff. I do not care. You're talking about. Really? This is a body spray commercial? Oh, no. It's about watch your thing. People, take showers. Please take showers. All right, we're back. Now, R-Truth setting up for something. Goes for a run. Oh, and that took a little too long. Oh, STF. Here we go. And now, that guy got on the ropes. R-Truth is so animated when a camera gets it on his face. He really does. He's great. You can definitely feel the emotion in him. I feel like John Cena could have waited a little bit longer on that. Because there was like 2, and then he kicked out at like 2 and like a third. That could have been a better false finish kick out. Just saying, John. Well, they were starting to turn Cole heel. Bad. Another interesting move. Honestly, Truth got some moves It is such a shame what they made R-Truth into. Having seen these three matches and what, and this is just a scratching the surface, because there's a lot of other NWA TNA stuff that was really good of his. I mean, if you really wanted to watch a lot of matches of his, you could really get an insight into what R-Truth really could do. It is such a shame that he is what he is now. Oh, look at him taking the John Cena hat from the kid, who's definitely a plant. All right, kid, just stand there and hold the soda, and stand there and hold the hat, and don't react at all when I take it from you. Wow. That was dumb. Dumb fucking finish. Why would... And here I was thinking that... And here I was thinking that Vince McMahon's booking would have some sort of... Here I was thinking the McMahon's booking would have some level of sanity or non-insulting way of doing this. Dude, this is what I'm talking about. R-Truth has been robbed his entire career. This man is good. He is really good. And instead, we've got this. Thanks, kid, for helping me defend my title, making me look like a total knobend. Appreciate it. Thanks to me and this child. All right. All right. That's it. Thankfully, mercifully, that was over. So here we are at the end of 3 matches of R-Truth. And I'm going to tell the truth. All right. This doesn't really work, but I'm going to do this anyway. It's time to tell some straight up truth. All right. Now, these 3 matches are perfect evidence of what I wanted to get across when we were talking about R-Truth and why I felt so bad for R-Truth, because there is so much good in what he does. He works very well. His facials are good. His mechanics are good. It's not perfect, all the time, but he still has had quite a number of matches that you could look at his work and go, you know what? If they had actually gotten something behind him and they had been working well and hadn't had to do with crap booking throughout his career, he would be, I think he honestly could have drawn a significant amount of money going into the 2000s. I think he could, if there's somebody was able to really work with him right, and I'm not saying me, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just a fantasy booker. But if somebody had taken R-Truth or Ron Killings, somebody had taken Ron the Truth Killings and really fleshed that out and made it all that it could have been, that perfect, unhinged, no-nonsense, great shape, badass who raps, which would have worked into how modern culture works, he could have been so much more. A guy I like. I really like R-Truth. It's a shame what R-Truth has now become with WWE, where he's not only just a joke, but it's like a joke that nobody's laughing at because it stopped being funny years ago. It's like, it's not even a dad joke. It's dad jokes people grown at, but then they're like, all right, I'm going to save that and use it later. R-Truth is like the jokes that everyone laughs at the party. They go, ha, 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 ha. And then when the guy walks away, they're looking at each other and go, what an idiot. That dude was totally just a moron. And that's not what R-Truth should have been, because he could have been so much more. So with that said, I just, this is 3 matches. We're going to do a more in-depth review when we actually get to the podcast itself on Friday. But thank you very much for watching, everybody. Skylar, thank you for joining me in the chat. And we are going to take off for now. We will see you on Friday. Both myself and Skylar, thank you very much. One more time, I am your Colonial Champion, Sean McCarty, and we will see you on Friday. Take it easy, everybody.